Hello everyone, my name is Timotheus, and this is my reflection video for the course Comparative Education, which is represented by Dr. Helena Mfenu. Um, in this video, I will reflect on what I have learned in this course, including the overview of the course, the assessments, the readings, visiting expert, as well as my personal growth as an educational reader. Comparative education system is the systematic study of education systems, policies, and practices across different countries to understand their similarities, their differences, and what can be learned from them. It allows educators and policymakers to identify effective strategies from around the world and adapt to improve local education systems. Through this course, I learned that comparative education system is not just about comparing data, but it is about understanding social, cultural, economic, and political factors that shapes education in different contexts. For example, studying how Finland emphasized teachers' autonomy or how Japan integrates moral education has helped me appreciate how context shapes educational success. Comparative education matters because it encourages innovation, reflection, and informed decision making for better leadership in education. Uh, Assessments. Through the semester, our assessments challenged us to think critically and connect theory to practice. One key assignment that stood out was the public lecture on feminism theory in education leadership, where we explore how gender perspectives influence leadership roles and educational policies. Preparing that lecture helped me understood how equality and inclusion are global concerns and how Namibia can continue advancing gender responsive leadership in schools. Another variable task was analyzing the case study of educational system in different countries. This deepened my ability to compare educational outcomes, leadership structures, and policy frameworks. Through these assessments, I learned how to analyze educational beyond national boundaries and apply comparative insights to my own leadership practice. The readings in this course were rich and eye-opening. For instance, the work of Brian and Costley 2001, which is on the comparative education, helps me understand the importance of contextual reference, uh, that we cannot simply copy policies from one country to another without considering culture and economic differences. Another reading explored the effect of globalization, educational reform, and post-colonial perspectives, which shows how global trends affect local education systems. These materials improved my ability to read critically, interpret educational data comparatively, and connect international research to Namibian realities. They are also inspired me to think more deeply about how evidence-based readership can transform schools in my context. I was very privileged to engage with visiting experts who shared diverse global experience. One memorable session was with Dr. Sino, who is an educational policy specialist, who emphasized that comparative learning is not imitation but adaptation. He encouraged me to examine what works elsewhere, but also to remain faithful to our local values and challenges. This insight reminded me that an educational reader, we must be both globally informed and locally grounded, ensuring that reforms aligns with our community needs and national goals. This course has been transformative for me as an aspiring educational reader. I have learned to approach educational challenges from a global and critical perspective, understanding that leadership requires not only managing institutions but also learning from international best practices. Comparative education has taught me to appreciate pluralism, diversity, and evidence based decision making. I now understand that strong leadership is built on openness to new ideas, cross cultural understanding, and continuous reflection. Moving forward, I plan to apply these lessons in my leadership practice by promoting inclusive, equitable, and globally aware education policies. This course has strengthened my commitment to contribute meaningfully to Namibia's education transformation. In conclusion, comparative education has expanded my worldview and shaped my vision as a reflective and informed educational reader. I am truly grateful for this knowledge, discussions, and experiences gained in this course. So I have to thank Dr. Helena Mfenu for her guidance and aspiration throughout the semester. I thank you. Thank you for watching.